Hi, welcome to Becoming Semben. My name is Russell and I'm back again with another video. This is my first video on my Speak on It video series. In this video series, I'll be talking on trending and viral stories happening on social media. I'll just be giving my opinions to the stories. And in this first video, I'll be talking about the most viral topic in Ghana right now, which is I Am Not Yvonne Nelson, a memoir written by the actress Yvonne Nelson. Now let's start off. This is a memoir, this is not an autobiography. So with people saying that she was being selective of the kind of stories that she tells in the book, this is a memoir. So mostly in memoir, you pick one aspect, and if you read a book, you identify the storyline of the book. And once you identify the storyline, you understand why certain things were not included in the book because it didn't fit into the storyline. The most outstanding storyline, which is obviously her quest to find her father, to know who her real identity is. And in her book, that journey began when her class 5 teacher asked her if she was related to one of her classmates. And for me, I felt like the teacher had no business in prodding into their personal life, because although he may have noticed that they share similarities when it comes to paternity wise, I feel like he shouldn't have even urged them to go and find out when they go home, ask their parents, are they related? I felt like that was an unnecessary question to ask. If anything, and he wanted to know more, I think the best thing was to ask their parents, not the children themselves.
This is a conversation for grown-ups, so to engage children in it, asking them to probe further, I felt that was so irresponsible of the teacher to do.
For me, that didn't sit well with me when the teacher made that comment. Now, to another issue that I want to highlight and talk about was her relationship dynamics with Mr. Nelson. Granted that initially we didn't know that was not the father until at the end of the book that we got to know that was not her biological father. I felt like the way Mr. Nelson handled the whole situation was very bad, because Yvonne didn't have anything to do with the situation. If he had a problem, that was with Yvonne's mother. So when it comes to his interaction with Yvonne, I felt like as an adult, he should have been more compassionate, he should have more understanding. Even if you don't like the kid because of the mother, I felt like you should at least extend some kindness to the child, because most of Yvonne Nelson's pain came from how the man treated her.
I can bet if the man did treat Yvonne right, Yvonne would not have gone on this journey looking for her real father.
It all began this man saying that this person is not my child, so I'm not going to acknowledge her, I'm not going to treat her with common decency. And from how Yvonne narrated the story in the book, the man really did not treat her fairly at all, and no human being deserved to be treated that way. Even if he was not the biological father, I feel like he still did not have the right to treat Yvonne the way he treated her. At the end of the book, when Yvonne penned down the apology letter to the man, I felt that the man didn't deserve any apology from Yvonne. All seen people claim people who are not their biological parents as though they were their biological parents because of how they treated them. And Yvonne could have done same even if he was not the biological father. But because of how he treated Yvonne developed some resentment towards the man, and it's totally understandable. And for me, I don't feel like he deserves an apology from Yvonne Nelson.
That's why they say nobody knows tomorrow, because if the man did step up to be the father Yvonne wanted, and now Yvonne is one of the most powerful women in Ghana, and the man has his name attached to one of the most powerful women in Ghana, do you think Yvonne will be out here saying, I'm not Yvonne Nelson, I want to change my name to my biological father? No. If the man did step up as a father, Yvonne would have still maintained the Yvonne Nelson name. But because the man did not do that, that's why Yvonne wants to detach herself from the name. And it's understandable. I don't know the man's children, but I can assume that Yvonne would have been the most successful child if he was the man's daughter. And the benefit that comes with it, the man would have reaped that. But however, the man cannot reap that because of his past relationship with Yvonne. This is the real issue that we need to be talking about.
And now to the most trending of all, the abortion saga. First of all, I would say we are not having the right conversation around this abortion issue. Who is right, who is wrong? The battle of sexes is not helping. It has never helped our society at large. I don't think Yvonne was wrong. I don't think Sarkodie was wrong. It's part of life. They made a decision. I hate the fact that it seems that they both regret it.
Because look at the back and forth that is going on between Yvonne Nelson and Sarkodie. If they did have the child, they were going to have a whole lot of issues than this. and this could have affected the child as well. Definitely, opting for abortion was the right decision they both made. From my point of view,
when we got to the abortion chapter,
one good point Yvonne made in the book that I really liked so much is when she said that she didn't really know much about her sexual health, which led her to having an unplanned pregnancy. And I feel like this is a conversation we need to have. The importance of sex education and knowing your reproductive system and your menstrual cycle. Young people need to be taught this, and we are not having this conversation. I think that we really need sex education in our schools because a lot of us are making bad choices, bad decisions when it comes to our sexual health and our sex life.
And when we talk about sex education, most people think it's just about the sexual act that we are talking about. But sex education goes beyond that. It starts from way before people start having sex, during sex, and after sex.
The number of young people opting for abortion just because they lack sex education is very alarming. Instead of we talking about such issues, we are rather playing the battle of the sexes game. Oh, that's all women do. Oh, that's all men do. No, we need to start talking about our social structures. Why are people opting for abortion? Then we can start talking about how to make abortion safer for people who opt for abortion. Clearly in the book, Yvonne's abortion was done unethically. She could have lost her life, and most of us might know people who have lost their life through such acts. So instead of we having a conversation on how to have ethical abortion to save young people who opt for abortion and also increase the awareness of letting young people know their reproductive health so that they can make better decisions and not end up having unplanned pregnancies by ending up opting for abortion, which is illegal in Ghana. I think this is the conversation we need to be having. Not who is right and who is wrong. Not men are trash and fear women. Those conversations does not transform our society. They rather lead us into doomsday. Because of the stigma associated with abortion, a lot of people do it secretly, thereby increasing the dangers associated with it. Already it is illegal already. Already it has a stigma attached to it already. So people do it secretly to avoid all this scrutiny. And by doing so, they end up going for the unethical and dangerous route, which is very bad. And this is what we need to be talking about.
And before I go further, let me add this. I feel like Sarkodie's song "Try Me" was not necessary. I feel like he didn't even have to respond. If he wanted to respond, it should have been him telling his side of the story, not rather attacking Yvonne Nelson. That really didn't help the case. I feel like, nah, he could have done better.
I am not against people sharing their stories, standing up for themselves and speaking their truth. No, I am not against, but I'm against bullying and attacking people. In the book, Yvonne did not criticize Sarkodie. I felt like she was even defending Sarkodie, and I was like, you don't know Sarkodie's reasons, so why are you saying that Sarkodie didn't want to take responsibility because he was upcoming and still living with their mother? I felt that Yvonne should not have said that. And also, Yvonne also took responsibility as well. She said she wasn't also ready for the baby because she was still in school. Her career is picking up. She was banned from acting. And she had a lot of things going on for her. And it makes sense perfectly why they both will opt for abortion. For Sarkodie to release a song, not telling his side of the story, but rather attacking Yvonne Nelson by doing what most men would do in such situation, alluding to her being promiscuous. For me, that was not right. For me, after reading the book, I didn't see Sarkodie in any different light. I still respected him. But after releasing the song, I'm like, really? Do we have to resort into calling women hoes, prostitutes to make our point across? No, I feel like Sarkodie could have taken a better route than that. For me, that took away from the song because the song was very good. Honestly, for me, I felt that Sarkodie didn't need to respond to this. And this made me question, do Sarkodie have advisors in his camp? People who advise him of career choices? If he really wanted to respond, I think he should have done it in a much more tasteful way. Something that will make us more draw empathy to him rather than following what social media want. I think right now it is the battle of public opinion. They both want to look right in the public eye. Sarkodie feel like, you are making me look bad in the public eye. I'm also going to make you look bad in the public eye. And as I said, when I read the book did not made me look at Sarkodie in any negative way. It's just because Ghanaian has this high moral standard that we impose on others. But meanwhile, we don't adhere to such moral standard, but we expect other people to have high moral standard. And I don't think Sarkodie owes anybody any moral standard or moral conduct. If you feel like Sarkodie shouldn't have done that, that is your own personal feeling. Don't project your fears on Sarkodie. And I think that pressure was what made Sarkodie do the song, and which really didn't go in favor of him. And I hope he doesn't respond further.
This is it for this video. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about this topic. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. See you next time. Bye bye.